we are back with another video for you guys, and we have been waiting to share this video for such a long time. Well, when I mean a long time, I mean about a week, but that is probably a long time. If you guys have seen one of my latest videos, I shared an update on how Pixie and Roxy were getting on with A2 or A2, and that we were thinking about going for a new brand. Now, I hummed and hawed a lot about what brand to go for, and I have decided on a brand, and we have the brand. We have been on the brand for about a week now, just under a week. And so far, so good, but I'm not pinning my hopes up because it can literally go pear-shaped at any time. But yes, I would like to reveal what food it is that we have chosen for Pixie and Roxy. Now, before I do, let me explain why I've chosen this brand. So A2 is 80% meat and the rest is herbs, vegetables and fruits. But 80% meat is quite a high protein content, and I think for Pixie and Roxy it might have been too high for them. They do have very sensitive stomachs, so to have an 80% protein is quite high. They were absolutely fine on it though, there was no upsets or anything, but they just decided that they were off it. So I then looked into a brand called Evolution, which is 70% protein, so I'm coming down on the proteins. And the only problem I had with Evolution is that they had poultry fats and poultry meats in it, and in the bottom of the description it said may contain duck, goose or turkey. Now, I don't know what this may means. Like, it may contain, so it might not, but it might, or one bag might and one bag might not. Like, what's, you know, if it's got turkey, goose and duck in it, it should really state turkey, duck and goose. You know, it's simple. So I wasn't really happy with that, the fact that it stated that, and I'm probably overthinking things, but when you look that much into what ingredients are in your dog's food, you only really want the best for your dogs. None of this, oh, it may contain that and it might not contain this. So that brand was a no-go. The next brand I seen, which is the next one down from Evolution, is 60% protein, and that is Cannigan. And this is the brand that we have decided to try. And Cannigan is 60% protein and 40% vegetables and botanical herbs. As well, it has some fruits in there as well. So we went with Cannigan. Now, this is the bag here, as you can see. And I ordered this last Wednesday and it came on the Thursday, so it was next day delivery, which was really good, because if you order before 2 o'clock then you get it delivered the next day. And I ordered it straight from their website. Their website is great. They have all the information. They have why the ingredients are good for your dog, which is really good. I like that. I like to read why maybe apples are good for your dog, or why is chicken good for your dog, what does it do to your dog, and it states that in the description, so I really like that. It also has different sized kibbles. Now, they have the normal size kibble for obviously adult dogs, which they have in variety of flavours. They also have small breed kibble, which is what I have picked, and that only comes in 2 flavours unfortunately, but I do hope that they are going to bring out different flavours sometime in the future. And then they also have large breed, which is obviously a bigger sized kibble, and I think they've got like light food for obviously if your dog's overweight. I'm not entirely sure right enough, but we went with the small breed dog food, and I got 1 flavour of each. And what I liked about looking on the website at the small breed, and what you don't get on many websites or in store, is the size of the kibble. It showed you the size of the kibble next to a penny, and for me that was great, because I could vision, you know, what it looked like next to a penny, and if it wasn't too big, if it was too small, you know, it was really good. That I liked how they have done that, and not many brands or websites will do that. you usually find yourself having to feel the packet in the shop to feel the side of the biscuit. No, I don't know what that's going to look like, and I don't know if that's going to be too big, but it was really good that they had that. Now, what I will say is that when I opened the bag of Cannigan, I was still shocked to see the size of the biscuits, like the kibble. I knew they were going to be small, but I wasn't expecting them to be that small, because when I opened the bag, I think it was because they were that small, there was just hundreds of them, like there was loads. And I thought, oh my goodness, there is hundreds in this bag and it's going to take forever to get through this, but really it's not. So we have went with the free run chicken, which you can see we have about that much left. We've been using this for about a week now, and I've weighed out about 40 grams of each. I've weighed out 40 grams for breakfast and dinner, and I've put it in my wee tin, which you know I do anyway with food. So this is what I have left apart from what's in the tin. I like the packaging. The packaging is very posh, very nice, a bit like A2. It's good quality packaging. The only problem I have is that the bag doesn't seal. Now with A2, the bag sealed shut. It was like a velcro strip that went across it. That's not the case here. So I'm having to fold down and fold and fold and fold, and then I'm having to tape it shut because I don't have any clips or anything that would keep it shut. And I've previously had food in containers, and I find that the flavour goes from them if it's not kept in the bag, so I'm having to tape this bag shut. But yes, we went with the free run chicken. So let me tell you what is in the chicken. We have freshly prepared deboned chicken, dry chicken, sweet potato, peas, potato, pea protein, alfalfa, chicken fat, dried egg, chicken gravy, salmon oil, minerals, vitamins, glucosamine, MSM, apple, carrot, spinach, seaweed, some things I can't pronounce. I'm not even going to attempt because I'll make a fool of myself. Chamomile, peppermint, marigold, cranberry, aniseed and fenugreek, and then it's got all your kind of crude protein, fat content, crude fibres, all that kind of stuff. And then you've got all your vitamins, which I'm not going to go through because that's quite lengthy. It's got your feeding guidelines on the back, and you can also feed this to an expected mother, which is really good. And it's got all the kind of information on the back, and the date on it is 2018, which I really like. This is probably going to be quite a lengthy video because I'm basically doing a review and going over this brand. It's not a brand that you see a lot of. It's not sold in my local pet shop, so it's quite hard for me to get it. I can get it online, but I can't go to a store and I can't buy it in a store. So that is the free run chicken. And let me go over this one. So we haven't opened this one yet. I am dying to open this one just to see what it smells like. Now, the girls can be a bit funny on some of the products that are in this brand, but it's more so like when we get treats from subscription boxes, they're quite funny with venison, and they've never really tried rabbit, and that's what's in this bag, which I'm a wee bit kind of worried about. But when we got venison treats from our boxes, it was like 100% dried venison, so it was like 100% venison. Whereas in this, the only venison that's in this is 7.5% and 4%. So you're only really 10% venison, which isn't really a great deal. And then you have 4% rabbit, so it's like hardly anything. It's mainly duck and herring that's in this. So I'm kind of like worried in case this one runs through them. I don't think it will because it's such a small percentage of actual venison and rabbit. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if they're going to prefer this flavour because they absolutely love duck, and duck is something they don't get very often at all. So in this is deboned duck, dried duck, sweet potato, dried herring, deboned venison, peas, potato, turkey fat, dried rabbit and dried venison, and then it's just got all the kind of salmon oil, chicken gravy, all that kind of stuff as well. So you know, this is the game one, and obviously contains the duck, venison and rabbit, so it's probably a wee bit more richer, more tastier for them. I'm excited to try this one, but in the same sense I'm kind of worried in case it runs through them. But I've not opened this bag yet. I'm dying to open it, but I really want to finish off this bag first. Because the girls weren't eating one of their meals, I basically done one flavour for breakfast, one flavour for dinner. I'm now deciding to just stick to the one flavour and then switch over to the other bag and try this flavour. Now, because it's our first time trying this, I wanted to try both flavours, and then I'll probably decide what flavour they like the best and stick to that flavour, and we'll just have the same flavour all the time. Well, that's what I'm thinking so far anyway. So that is the food there basically, and I really like it. What I look for when I look for a food online is if the website has all the information. I look on their social media sites, and their Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and all that kind of stuff is up to date. They post daily, which I like. There's been some brands that I've looked into that haven't posted maybe anything for about 3-4 months, and you're like, well, that's not really a good brand. I have seen this brand in Pooch Pantry before, which is our favourite little pet shop at Troon Beach. Okay, so update so far on how the girls are getting on with it. The girls have been eating this for about a week now. They've been on chicken. They scoffed their first couple of meals, which is good. I hadn't really been weighing out. I was just doing a scoop because I was night shift and it was like literally crazy. You guys know, and I've said in previous videos, how crazy my shifts were. And thank goodness that they are finished. I finished up on Friday morning and it was just like, it was ridiculous, but I'll save that story for another video. But I was just basically using like a scoop, and I was just doing under half a cup, which was about 40 to 50 grams of food, and it looked so much in the bowl, I think because obviously the kibble is so small. First meal went down a treat. They absolutely scoffed it, and it was so good to see them not rush a meal. Like with A2, when they were into it, they literally inhaled it and it was gone within 2 seconds. I don't even think they chewed all the biscuits. But with this brand, when I put the meal down to them, they ate it. They were like really interested in it. You can see that they were really enjoying it. But it took them forever to eat, I think just because the biscuits were so small. And I thought, this meal is taking forever. But they weren't stopped eating, they kept eating, like they never took a break, but it just took forever. And I thought it's so nice to see the girls not rush a meal and they can eat normally. So I really like that. It doesn't smell overly strong, the food. It doesn't smell very overpowering, which is good. A2 basically like wafted you in the face and you were like, whoa, that is really strong, which is probably why the 80% protein came in. This one doesn't smell as strong. It still smells good, really healthy. Doesn't smell as strong, which is good, I like. It is a really good food, and they have been eating every meal. They've maybe not been finishing every meal. They've maybe just left like a wee handful of biscuits, which is like nothing, but they've ate most of it. So we're still trying to gauge how much is good for them. Now, the recommended amount on the bag, the minimum recommended amount on the bag is what I'm giving them. So I'm giving them 80 grams a day between breakfast and dinner, and they seem to be leaving just a wee bit at each meal time, so I think maybe it's too much for them. But again, they're getting treats in between, and when they don't eat a meal, I don't give them a treat. That's it. And I says to Jamie, I says they've no eaten their dinner or they've no eaten their breakfast, no treats in between, absolutely nothing. They'll learn that if they don't eat their food, they get nothing. So that's the kind of way we're heading for. And again, if they don't eat within 15 minutes, like if they leave a small amount and 15 minutes has gone by and they've not touched it, it gets lifted and it gets put back in the bag. Okay, so let me show you the size of kibble. Okay, you guys, so this is basically what the food looks like in the bag. As you can see, there is hundreds of it. Let me just get some out for you guys to see. There we go. So as you can see, they are very, very small. If you compare it to my pinky size, I know everybody's hands are different sizes, but like you can see how small that really looks. And yes, can I help you? I'm busy. I'm doing a video. So as you can see, they are really, really small. Now I will be doing a blog post on this, and I will be doing a written review on this food, and I will share it with everybody on my website. I am still working on that. It's still a bit of a work in progress. You know, I am kind of taking my time doing things this week. I've basically got 6 days off. Well, I'm kind of halfway through it now. I've only got another 2 days off. I've only got another 2 days off. And I'm just kind of taking my time doing things this week, so I'm just enjoying the break, because after all the shifts I've just done, I just need time to myself. So I have been working on that blog post. I'm still working on it. It will be up soon, within this week basically, so look out for that on our website. I will post it everywhere anyway, and you guys can see some pictures and pictures of the kibble and see what we basically think, which is basically what we've said in this video, to be fair, but I do like to do a written blog post on it. Yes, are you enjoying the new food? Do you want one? Will we show everybody how much you like it? What's that? Come here then. Oh, Roxy's coming over. There you go. One for you, Pixie. You want one? Do you want one? Do you want one? Do you want one? She's like, oh no, mummy, I'm too comfy. Are you too comfy? Right, there you go. You can have it without moving then. Lazy bones. Okay, so that is us really. That is our new brand of food, and I've basically kept it from Instagram. I've been dying to post it up on Instagram. I put an Instagram post up of guess what this brand is, and nobody has really guessed it right. They just said it looks like mini Cheerios, which to be fair it does. It is like mini Cheerios, which is quite funny. But yes, so that is us. So leave us a comment, let me know if you've ever tried Cannigan and what your thoughts are. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and as always, please subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!